Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-lunch siesta session. I can already make out that the numbers have thinned down. Many have apologized to me and gone because of various reasons. But I must also mention, while the theme has been set beautifully by the first three sessions, but this is an important session because, as I said, public, private, and international partnership. It has come out very clearly in the earlier sessions, especially in the first session, that there is money, there is need for more public-private partnership. We want, joint ventures with foreign companies. We want make in India, make for the world, all kinds of things we have to do. And therefore, this session is very, very important. And I also want to mention that 40% of the global defense budgets are going to aerospace. So that is where the action is. And high-end technologies, everybody keeping their cards next to the chest. And therefore, the greatest advantage of Atmanirbharta is in aerospace. And that's why in the countries, all the time people on television, media are talking only about LCA, AMCA, and programs of this kind of aerial missiles and things like that. And that is need to be clearly understood. And that's why this huge seminar that has been planned, and this, it was the Air Chief himself who wanted that this year's Subroto seminar is on Atmanirbharta in aerospace. We have a great panel, and we are going to, let me introduce you the panelists, and thereafter we will be doing it in that sequence. The panel, the question that we need to, the speakers, to be able to say, to tell us is the aerospace ecosystem, is it aligned with the India's vision of Atmanirbharta in 1947? Are we really taking the private sector sufficiently on board? Are we treating them as partners? Are the armed forces holding their hands? Is the government holding their hands? Are the policies being designed with this aim in mind? Will the foreign majors actually transfer technology, or it will be the kind of TOT that we have seen in the last 20, 30 years, which is a TOT for defense production and not for design. And we have heard a great debate in the last session about the aero engine, and we know that many of these issues have got flagged. Each speaker will get only 10 minutes because we are going to not let the session go out of control, and so that we get more time for Q&A at the end. So the speakers are, the first speaker will be Rajiv, Rajiv Roy Chaudhary, who is a former strategic director, BAE Systems India. He was also the non-executive director on the board of BAE HAL Software Limited, the BAE Systems JV with HAL. He'll be speaking on challenge of the 3 I's for the foreign defense OEMs. Further left is Commodore Jaideep Molgonkar, Executive Vice President, New Space Research and Technologies Private Limited, a test pilot, who, being a naval officer, was actually running the Indian Air Force's LCA program for nearly 9 or 10 years. Yes, and he's been, of course, in AST. He was the CTP in AST, and he's also been directly involved in the LCA, naval LCA program, the deck landing, the deck takeoff, ski jump, etc., himself. And he will be speaking on expanding the private sector's role in unmanned drone ecosystem. Next is Air Vice Marshal Mike Fernandez, a distinguished carrier fighter pilot of the Indian Air Force, and is now the country head of Lockheed Martin India Private Limited. His subject is going to be technology transfer and make in India, a win-win approach, something he's driving in his present position. You are, okay, Rajiv. Rajiv is the Vice President, New Business Development with Samtel Avionics. We all know that Samtel is an Indian company which has been making, displays, both head-up and the head-down displays for the Su-30 and some other programs. They are also into armored vehicles, railway applications, displays for them. He'll be speaking on His subject is innovating at the grassroots, the role of MSMEs and startups in aerospace technology development. And where is this Srinath Ravichandran was not going to be here? Oh, he's not. Okay, fine. So we have 4 speakers, and we will start with